This is music, and this is a sizzling first impressions video. Welcome to another first impressions video. In these videos I share with you my first impressions of the many blind buys I've picked up lately. This time I have a good handful of CDs. They're all by Japanese artists. Let's get down to business. Up first, Second to None by Lonesome Blue. This band is characterized as a hard rock band. To me, they are much heavier than a hard rock band. You have hard rock elements for sure, but you also have some power metal stuff. I would say the last song, Rising Up for Gloria, that's an all-out power metal song, and then you have lots of just modern heavy metal songs, and they're great. You have some great guitar solos, great riffs, really catchy vocal lines, great vocalist as well. She's very good, and she sings in English on a lot of the songs, but there are also some songs in Japanese. This is an awesome album. I think the first time I heard this band, that was on the Wandering Souls web scene channel, so go and check that channel out. Great stuff, fantastic modern heavy metal. Really enjoy this. Great stuff. Up next we have a maxi single, technically Eclipse by Maki Oyama. As you can see, you have 6 songs on it, but it's really 3 songs and then 3 instrumental versions. It's pretty cool to hear her solo stuff. I've heard her front Aldius live, and she has a very good voice, and it's nice to hear her voice like on her own material. She is a very good singer. She has a very powerful voice, somewhere in between Rin and Reno. She uses vibrato a lot on her singing here, but it works very well, I think. It adds power to, or even more power to her voice. I think this is a pretty good introduction to her output, because you have 3 songs, it's digestible, and they represent 3 different styles. So the first song, Eclipse, is an all-out modern heavy metal song with some great instrumental work as well, and it has quite a punch to it. Nice vocal melodies, obviously, great vocals too. The second song is more melodic. I would say it's somewhere in between melodic hard rock and pop punk without being pop punk, if you know what I mean. It's a pretty good song too. And the last song is a ballad. It's a very nice ballad, I would say, very emotional. And first I thought, well, what's the point of having instrumental versions on an EP by a solo artist who's a singer? But it's actually pretty cool to get to hear the instrumental versions, because you can focus a bit on a lot of the details, and there's some pretty cool drumming details going on, in particular in Eclipse. So yeah, if you want to check out Maki Oyama, and you're not certain whether you want to check out an entire album, this one might be a good introduction. I quite enjoyed it. But I also have a full-length album, Valkyrie, so by Maki Oyama. Nice hat. Full-length album, and I would say the single represents the style in this album very well. It's modern heavy metal with lots of melody, great vocals, very powerful vocals, also very emotional vocals. Lots of vibrato on her voice, but it fits the music very well. Musically, it's somewhere in between, kind of just a step below modern power metal, and then modern traditional heavy metal, if you know what I mean. I mean, basically it's heavy metal, a modern take on it, some hard rock as well. There's even some kind of progressive metal elements every now and then in the instrumental parts, Like just in the first song, the title track, Valkyrie, has a very cool bridge with some very cool guitar solos and stuff. So this is a very, very, very good modern metal album. Very enjoyable. I like listening to it for sure. Catchy vocal melodies, all that good stuff. Great stuff. So yeah, if you feel like a maxi single is too little, why not start with this one? Because it's very good stuff. I enjoyed it. So from some metal to some punk, Maximum The Hormone. This is a nice EP or single, somewhere in between. Just 10 minutes of punk music, and you have lots of variation here. The first track is kind of a hardcore punkish song, then you have a more melodic song, and you have some almost hard rock meets punk. What's great about this is they are very good at just going in and out in different genres seamlessly. They utilize a lot of different singing styles, so you have some harsh vocals, screams, growls, yells, all that stuff. You have some clean male vocals, you have some clean female vocals as well, and you have some really funky stuff going on the bass. So it's kind of funk punk, if that makes any sense. Some very melodic stuff, and this is just a fun listen. I really like Maximum The Hormone. They are one of my favorite bands. So nice stuff. Less than 10 minutes, so might be a good introduction to this band. My introduction, however, was a song called Zimmer Zimmer Zimmer, which draws a little bit more in extreme metal, but also funky stuff. And we have more Maximum The Hormone. We have this one here. 4 tracks. Actually, there's a secret track on it too, but I won't spoil it. Similar style, punk, melody, some hardcore punk, lots of funk as well. This one leans a little bit more towards metal though. So to me, this is kind of like punk meets funk metal. And you have some groove metal elements as well, in particular in What's Up People. They have a great bass player, I have to say. I think he's inspired by Flea, but the work he does on the Maximum The Hormone releases, I like that much better than Red Hot Chili Peppers. I like the old Red Hot Chili Peppers up until and including One Hot Minute actually. But after that, they're a bit boring to me. But Maximum The Hormone, they continue to be interesting. So this one is a little bit more metalish, but still very punky too, and very funky. And you have some just super catchy vocal melodies, and it's good fun. I mean, you will be uplifted having listened to Maximum The Hormone. So there you go, a handful of CDs, mostly actually singles, I would say maxi singles, but 2 albums too. And I enjoyed all of them, and if you think any of these sounds like you would check them out, do check them out, if you know what I mean. Thanks for watching.